Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to hack your PS3 using a PS3 custom firmware, so the creme de la creme of jailbreaks for the PS3. So this works on the latest version, which as of now is 4.87. Sony may do some sort of secret upgrade to like 4.88 or 5.0 to patch some stuff up. So always be careful when updating. This video works literally on 4.82. 4.83, 4.84, 4.85, 4.86, and obviously 4.87. If you want to be on the latest firmware or as new as you can, aka 4.87, then I recommend that you check out my other video, which you can get via my Discord group. I'll show you all of that when we do part of this on PC, when we have to format a USB stick, get some files, etc. I'll show you that on there, and I'll show you how to go to 4.87 without using the normal update method, so you're guaranteed to go there, not beyond. Okay, so a little prerequisite or a little warning. This video, no warning, so just say this video, is for educational purposes, and I am not condoning piracy, and that's it. Okay, so this works on all fat models, so all of the OG fat models, it works. We've got a slim one, and in terms of slim models, it depends which one you have. If you have CECH-20XXA or CECH-20XXB or CECH-21XXA or CECH-21XXB, you can find all of these like on the back of your console on the label. All those work. And then there's a couple of other models that might work. So if you have CECH-25XXA or 25 of CECH-25XXB, that may work. You need a 3.56 minimum firmware version in the flash memory manager, which you'll see a little later on. And really, if you don't have a valid console, this process will just stop at a particular moment. You really shouldn't get bricked or anything. It just won't go any further a little later on. Then two slim models that don't work at all currently are CECH-30XXA and CECH-30XXB. For ease of use, I'll put all of that in the description so you can actually read them out properly. Okay, so now they're on the PS3, what you want to do is make sure you are connected to the internet. And once you're connected to the internet, you need to make sure that the date and time is set 100% correctly. So you can do this by clicking date and time, set via internet, and mine will actually change by a bit of time. So date and time has been set completed. I know that that time is incorrect because of the daylight saving, so we just need to do daylight saving, and there we go, I've got the correct date and time. So make sure you have the correct date and time. That is very, very important. Next, you want to check the firmware, go to system settings, go all the way down to system information, and there we go, version 4.87. So I'm on the latest, and this works on this particular version. You need to make sure you have access to a computer. Windows is more preferable, but you can do this on Mac and Linux as well. And you need to make sure you have access to some sort of USB stick. Also, make sure you copy or back up everything off that USB stick, because we will be formatting it. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so next what you need to do is go to users. We need to create a new user, and you can call it user 1 or whatever you want. I will call it jailbreak, and we'll just be using this to jailbreak our console. We won't be really using this to play games. It's literally just to jailbreak, and click OK. And now you need to actually switch over to that particular user. Okay, so what we need to do now is go to the web browser. So this obviously assumes that you have internet connection and you have connected to the internet, whether that's via Wi-Fi or Ethernet cable. Either one is fine. So go to your internet browser. Once it loads up, press triangle, go to tools, cookies, and allow. Then triangle again, tools, JavaScript, and you want to make sure this is on. You want to go triangle again, tools, homepage, and you want to say use blank page and click OK. And triangle, tools, delete cookies, and just yes for this. So you only want to do this at the start. You don't want to do it again, because once we've actually hacked the system, we will actually use the data, the cookies that are stored on here. So you don't need to delete this stuff again and again. It's just more at the start, so you can get your browser in a state that it's more likely to work. Basically, press triangle again. Go to tools, delete search history, triangle, tools, delete cache, triangle, tools, and delete authentication information, and click yes. Okay, now that we have done that, what you want to do is click start, and now in here you need to type in a website. You need to type in PS3 exploit.com without the E at the start, so that is very important. Exploit.com. I'll put a link to this in the description, or just type it in so you can see it. So it's ps3exploit.com without the E at the start of exploit. Click start. There we go. And just wait for the website to load up. Now that it's loaded up, press the select button, add to bookmarks, and now that it's added, this just makes things easier to get back to this website, because now and again you will need to access it instead of constantly typing it out. So it's really an optional step, but it is good. So go to the top of the website, and where it says BG Toolset, hover over that, go to main site, and just click X. This is something that you just have to be a bit patient with sometimes. It may take a bit of time, but again, it's just one of those things, you just gotta be patient. So preparing to scan RAM for exploitation target signature, please wait. Like I said, it's just something you gotta be patient with. Signature search progress, you can see that in the top right. So again, it's at 18% currently, and you'll hear a beep. That's fine. Then you say exploit initialization complete, tool set ready. So once you hear the beep and you say initialization ready, you're all good to go. But like I said, this is something you gotta just be a bit patient with. And if something pops up saying select yes, that's fine. Just select yes. You can optionally also select do not show pop up for next time as well. Okay, so once the console is beeped, the exploit initialization is done. What we want to go now to is the flash memory manager. Click X on that. Okay, so it's extracting tools from the flash memory. So this is something you've got to wait for. Okay, so this is very important. If there's a green tick and you have access to the flash memory patch, you'll know if you have access to the flash memory patch. If it looks the same way the rest of the other folders do, then you do. If it's grayed out and you can't do anything with it, then you don't. So if you have a green tick and you have access to the flash memory patch, then you're good to go and you continue. If it's red, then your console is not compatible. And what you can do, if you still want to jailbreak and exploit your console, you can use something called PS3 Hen, which is a hybrid firmware and not a custom firmware. I've got a video of that again. That's on the Discord PS3 channel on the pin section. Again, I'll show all of that when we switch over to the PC very, very soon. So this has confirmed whether or not your console is applicable, and the minimum applicable firmware version there 2.7. Like I said, with the maybe consoles which were 25XXA and 25XXB, you would need a 3.56 minimum firmware version here. Okay, so in terms of the next step is we need to switch over to our computer and prepare our USB stick, because with the USB stick we are going to format it and then come back to the PS3. So I'll see you on the PC. Make sure you got a USB stick, and I'll see you on the PC. We are now on the PC, so there's a couple of things that we need to do. We need to make sure we have a USB stick, so let me take mine out. The next thing we need to make sure is that it's formatted to FAT32. So if I plug my USB stick in, and mine already is, easy way to do it. You can do this on Linux and Mac as well. So as long as you know how to format, so good. If you don't, feel free to even Google it, or feel free just pop me a message and just post on the Discord group. If you right click your USB stick, go to format. If it's small enough, FAT32 will appear in the file system. If it's big, like 128 gig possibly, or 256, FAT32 will not appear if you're not already on FAT32. So you'll need some other tool. And the tool that I recommend is called Ridge Crop FAT32 formatting tool. But what I've done is I put all the resources that you need in one easy location, and that's on our Discord group. So if you go to the Discord group, scroll down to emulation and games, and go to PS3. If you go to the pin section, so it makes it even easier for you, you have all these tools. So if you scroll down to the FAT32 formatting tool, open that, and just click the image. That will download it. If I open it, and here we go. So obviously, make sure you have anything that you need off this USB stick backed up, and because this will format it and you will not have any of the data remaining. So make sure you have the correct drive letter. For me it is N, and if I click start, it will most likely fail. Okay, so if you get any failures like this, pretty simple to usually fix. Close down all Explorer windows, and now if I click start, as you can see, that successfully formatted it. If that still don't work, what I found is if you unplug the USB stick, plug it back in, or plug it into a different USB port. But most of the time, if you just close down all Explorer windows, you are usually good to go. So now that we've formatted this, we can actually switch over to the PS3. Just plug this into the PS3 and we'll continue on the PS3. So we are going to now dump the console flash. This will help in case there's ever any bricks or any other problems later on. So I'll see you on the console. Okay, so we are back on the console now. So let's move it. We get a bit of what's it called? Yeah, okay, so make sure you are still on the jailbreak user, and obviously plug in your USB stick that you just formatted on your computer. I'm sure John will show you how to plug a USB stick into your console. If you need help, I guess feel free to comment and message. So you want to go back to the browser. Just wait for it to load up. Okay, so press select, go to the bookmark that we created, which was for ps3exploit.com. You can always just manually, open it and make sure this is focused in. There we go. Okay, so what you want to do is go to the top again, hover over BG toolset. Kind of hard to see. So hover over BG toolset, go to the main site, click X. If something pops up asking you to confirm or anything like that, just click yes and just click always allow. That just makes things easier. Again, this is something you've got to wait patiently with because it just initializes the PS3 toolset. You get a beep and then you'll get the initialization complete. It's quicker the subsequent time because it's already cached some data, so just bear that in mind. And let me, I think this sort of zoom is okay. So now what you want to do is go over to your, before we do that, press select, go to add to bookmarks. Once you've done that, it just makes it easier to get back to this page. Go to the flash memory manager right here, just downloading the tool, and it's just extracting the data from the flash memory. So again, it's just something you've got to wait for, but again, it's not too long because we've already done it and it's being cached. Okay, so what you want to do now is just move my phone down a bit. my phone. It's actually my wife's iPhone I'm using. Better than my Android one that I was using for previous videos. If you hover over flash memory and click X, go to save flash memory backup, and now you need to select your USB stick. You'll be the one that says dev underscore USB something something something. If for some reason you have multiple USB sticks plugged in, you'll have multiple dev underscore USBs there. Make sure you just have the one to make things easy. So go to the dev USB 001 and you can open it if you want to. If you have multiple folders in there, you can select a system volume information, something that Mac automatically creates. And I think it's Mac automatically creates, but either way, we don't need to deal with that. Just select the USB, select save, but you can select it on a different folder if you want to. So this doesn't take long, it's usually just a matter of seconds. So if you just wait. Okay, so dump process completed. The validity of the dump should always be confirmed. So that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to switch over to the PC and we're going to confirm the validity of the dump that we just made. Because this is very important because this dump allows us to restore our console in case it gets bricked using a hardware flasher. Obviously, you need to make sure you have access to a hardware flasher, but it's still better than nothing. So we want to confirm the validity of the dump, and we want to create a backup somewhere as well. So let's switch over to the PC now, and let's handle all of that. And yeah, we can actually just close all of this down now. So we'll just close the web browser now. Click yes, and I will zoom out. So let's switch over to the PC and confirm the validity of the dump. See you there. Okay, so we are back on the PC again, and this is the final time. We are going to do a couple of things now. We are going to verify the console flash dump that we just did, which is used in case we brick our console. Hopefully that we don't, we never want to, and hopefully we never have to use this dump, but it's good to have. It doesn't take long to do it. Doesn't take long to make a backup of it and verify it, but it can save us in a pickle, if we actually really need it. And we'll also set up the custom firmware on our USB stick, which we will, use to hack our console in the final step on the console. Okay, so first of all, plug in your USB stick, and on it you will have a dump.hex. We need to verify that. Go to the Discord group, again the link in the description, and on there if you scroll down to emulation and games, the PS3 channel like I showed before, go to pinned messages, and you want the PS3 tools. It says right there to check the dump. Click that. Again, I've just put it all in one easy to use place, so that way if any of the tools need updating, I can easily update it. Plus some of these tools are used across multiple videos, potentially over multiple years, and they just get updated in one place and they're all good to go. Plus you have a thriving community as well that you can ask help and share stuff as well. So you just want to click get code, just download it, download as zip. Did I even click it? Guess not. And I'm going to show in folder. Let's resize this down a bit. Okay, so that's downloaded. Right click it and go to extract all. You can use an alternative extracting tool like 7-zip or WinRAR. Feel free to. I just showed you the built-in one so everyone can follow along. Go to that, and in here what we'll have now is another thing that we need to extract. So extract this, and then in here we have this drag and drop your dump here.bat. So really all you got to do, drag and drop your dump onto that. If this pops up, just click more information, run anyway, and you'll check our dump.
So there we go. Total number of checks 155, number of dangers 0, number of warnings 0 as well, which is fantastic. Checks of late, so it gives us a little warning. It says console dump still under development and may return false results. And if you want to dump, the log, you just press Y and it dumps it, and you can save this out if you want to. That's totally up to you, and you can back it up from there. It just saves you where the original dump.hex file was located. So what you want to do, the log is not as important, but you can do it anyway. You want to copy this, and I recommend putting it somewhere. So I'll just create, say, a folder here called, let's call it PS3 console dump, and this is unique to every single console, not just model, but every single console. It is unique. So I like to rename it. I'll say PS3 Slim, and you could also put what sort of model you have, what sort of serial number. You could check that at the back of the console if you really want to go that far with it. And that's it. Put it in there. For extra security, I recommend just zipping that up, emailing it to yourself, putting it onto some sort of cloud storage like Google Drive or Dropbox, just so you have a extra backup. Okay, so now that we've got this, we're going to close this down, and we need to get the PS3 custom firmware, which we'll be putting onto our system. Okay, so if you again go back to the Discord group, scroll down, go to the PS3 channel, go to pinned messages, and you want to select the PS3 CFW, select that, and I don't know where I actually put it here. You need 7-zip as well. So you can Google 7-zip and go here, but what I'll do is I'll copy and paste it, and I'll post it here. So that way, when you watch the video, you will literally have to only access this Discord group, and you'll be all good to go. I forgot about putting this in, no biggie. And if I just pin the message, now if you go to pinned, it's right there, and you just click that and it would open it up. So now you need to just download it. Don't recommend downloading alpha, just download the regular version unless you need like an ARM version, and 32-bit or 64-bit. To find out which computer you have, go to your computer, go to system properties, and mine is 64-bit operating system. If it's 64-bit operating system, 32-bit and 64-bit works. If you have a 32-bit operating system, then only 32-bit works. So I'm going to get this, otherwise just grab that one and just wait for this to download, open it up and click yes. Mine's put it into that folder because I've already got it installed. It's detected it and it's going to override it. That's fine. You can install it to pretty much whatever folder you want. And so that is installed. This just helps us extract the custom firmware. So we've got the custom firmware open. Remember, it was just right here. You want to scroll down and you want to select the Evilnat's Cobra CFW. And there's something for no BD and no BT as well. I'll explain that in a second. You could get the Ferrox Cobra if you want that one, but I prefer the Evilnat Cobra's custom firmware. Okay, so you click that and you'll take you to this page, scroll down, and this gives you some more compatibility. So actually not compatibility, what it's been tested on. And now we have 4 different versions. So most likely you'll probably be just dealing with this one. So what is this, no BD, no BT? No BD is no Blu-ray drive, and no BT is no Bluetooth. So these are versions if you have a broken console, possibly especially if your console's pretty old, your Blu-ray drive might not be working, and also systems, the Bluetooth might not be working. If you have no Blu-ray drive not working, select this. If your Bluetooth's not working, select this one. If your Blu-ray drive and your Bluetooth's not working, if you're that unlucky, then select this one. Otherwise, just go for this one. Or you can go to this link and this will go directly to the mega page and you can see all of them on here. So if I just click this, that's the one I want. Download, standard download. And now it is downloading it. So again, this is something we gotta wait patiently for, but it shouldn't take very long at all. Okay, so we are almost halfway through, almost there, almost there. And once it's downloaded via the browser, it will download it into our downloads folder. Then we can extract it using 7-zip and then put it on the USB stick. And then finally, we will switch over to our PS3 for the last time. We will mod it, we will hack it, we will jailbreak it, and then we can do whatever we want with it. Put, homebrew on it, backups, you know what I mean, and everything else that you really, really want to do. Okay, so now that we've got this, so you can also use WinRAR. WinRAR will also extract these tools as well. Right click, go to 7-zip, extract to. Shouldn't take too long. And in here, we'll have this folder. We'll also have md5.txt. So this is basically the md5 hash of this file, and we can verify it now. So if we verify it, it's always good to verify stuff like this, like the console dump, or because this is going to overwrite the firmware on our console. It's good to verify it. So if you do go online md5.com, and what you want to do is select a file and go to wherever you downloaded it to. Mine's downloads, Chrome, and select the .pup file. Click open. While that puts it in there, in the compare with, you want to open up the md5.txt, copy that, paste it in there, and that looks good. Do a comparison, and yeah, it's the exact same. So this just makes sure that it is the way it is, and it doesn't accidentally got corrupted or downloaded some incorrect version. Okay, so now that we've got that, what you need to do is go over to here, and on your docket like this, on your USB stick, you need to just copy and paste this. So this is just PS3 update, and then the update file is here, PS3 update.pup. Yes, it is meant to be update or update without the E, so that is fine. If you watch this video and there's a newer version of like Cobra out, or the custom firmware, and it only provides you with a .pup file, make sure it is renamed to PS3 update.pup if it isn't, and make sure it is in a folder called PS3, which is in a folder called update on your USB stick like so. But at the moment, they've given us the exact format. So once this has copied over, we can now just eject our USB stick. Always good to safely eject, and once this Finder window, Explorer window, should say not Finder, that's back, Explorer window disappears, it has been ejected. Okay, so that is it. Now let's finally switch over to our console, our PS3, and jailbreak it.
Okay, we are back on the console now, and what we need to do is open up our web browser. Make sure you plug in the USB stick with the custom firmware update file. Go to your web browser and press select, and you want to go to PS3 toolset. And if it asks you to run the plugin, just click yes. And it's not asking me because I've already done it before. And it's just initializing everything. Once you get that beep and you get that initialization in the top right, you're all good to go. You want to go to the flash memory manager. I'll zoom in a bit so you can just see a bit better. So go to hover over flash memory manager, click X, and this will just download the tool. It shouldn't be long because it's already been cached. So just wait patiently. And now what you want to do is go to at the bottom. This is flash memory patch. You want to go to here. You want to click X, and there's two different methods for downloading this patch file. You can do load patch via HTTPS, and this just does it all for you and downloads it, and it loads the file as well. Or if you want to do the manual way, you can go to download patch file. You just select your USB stick, and I'll zoom out of it so you can see that. Exactly what I'm seeing. And is click X, and you can just put it on the root. That is fine. I'm going to click OK. So this is just downloading the patch file. Again, if you do the HTTPS option, this will do this in the background and then load the patch as well. So if you want a copy of the patch for whatever reason, you can go this route, or you can go the easy route, which is the recommended HTTPS route. And now, if you just want to, again, I'll zoom in then so you can actually see it a bit better. Hover over flash memory patch, click X, go to load patch from file. Again, if you did the load patch from HTTPS, you wouldn't have to do this because it does both steps in one. But you click that and just select your USB stick. And I think I might have done it in the PS3 folder. Yeah, there we go. So we just select the bin file, click load. Okay, so we just gotta wait for it to go loaded in the top right, which it just did, and it's that simple. So you just click close. And now what you want to do is go to flash memory patch, apply loaded patch, and if this pops up, just click yes. And this is something, so it says patching the PS3 flash memory can break your console. Should never be done casually. There is no way to pause or cancel the patching process beyond this confirmation dialog. And are you sure you want to continue? So make sure, if you know in the next 5 minutes you're gonna have a power outage, or you need to turn off the fuse box, mess around with that stuff. Don't do it yet. But otherwise, click yes. And I'll recommend that you move your mouse away from that. Using the left arrow stick, you don't want to accidentally click cancel or anything. And this is just something you have to be patient with. You just got to wait. It usually takes a few minutes for this to successfully complete. So while that does that, you may not be able to see me, but I'm just going to grab something from the side. I just bought some books, trio of books. It is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, Mind F Yourself, and Mind Hacking. Some nice stress relieving books, and there you go. It is at 20% now. It is progressing. It's always good when it goes from nothing to actually progressing. Then you just like, oh, stuck again. At least that's what's always going through my mind. And let me know what books, if any, you are reading. Look forward to hearing from everyone. I can create a channel in the Discord group for new readers. Again, just wait patiently. It's been 1 minute and 15 seconds at the moment. It is almost done now. There you go. It says at the top, if you can see, you can reboot your console. So I just thought I would move that up so you could actually see that. And now what we want to do is close the web browser, or actually first just click close here. And press circle, close the web browser. Okay, so let's zoom out of it. You can see the whole screen. And now we don't need to use this jailbreak, user anymore. We can switch over back to our normal user. It's really well just a one-time thing only. I mean, you may potentially need it in the future, but for the most part, you will not. So what you need to do is keep your PlayStation button pressed, turn off the system. Do you want to turn off the system? Yes. So once it's turned off, just need to turn it back on. So I'm just waiting for my console to turn off. I remember back in the day on some of the older PS3s and PS4s, it used to take ages to turn off. It's turned off now. And now it's turned off. Turn on, turning back on now. This is the last stage. We are going to update our console via the custom firmware update file that we put on our USB stick. So just go wait for the console signal to come back in. The right thing. Strange why I'm getting no video signal. Go back to Twitter. And there we go. Okay, if it takes a bit of time, that's fine. It's probably just be a one-time thing only. And just make sure you're on your regular user. And now what you want to do is go to settings. You're going to go to system update. Update via storage media. It'll detect your, custom firmware, which for me is 4.87.2 Evilnat. Click OK. Go user agreement, press right, press accept and click X. And you can turn off the system automatically after update. I don't want to do that. Click start. That's it. It's copying the update over now to the system storage. Ooh, yeah. Can't wait for this. Can't wait to have a custom firmware. I've already got another custom firmware PS3. I can't wait to get this PS3 on custom firmware as well. And once I've done this video, I'll edit it. I'll upload the other video on unboxing and installing NVMe storage for Xbox Series X. I'll upload that as well. And then I'll look at doing some videos for stuff like installing multi-manager, ripping games, installing games, all of that good stuff. And if your screen goes black, that's fine, lose the signal. Just gotta wait patiently. It is just updating the console. Okay, checking for update data. So you just gotta press the PS button on the controller. So if I press that, and the light will turn on. There we go. So just gotta wait patiently for it to check for the update data. Now it's installing it. Again, this is just one of those things. It's just a waiting game now. So not long at all. We're at 5% now. Okay, so we are at 20% now. 40%. Okay, so we are halfway now. 54, past halfway. 50. Ooh, that jumped nicely to 100% there. Just rebooting the system. So it says Evilnat. Don't worry, there's no sound because I've just muted the console. And now, if I press the PS3 button, the light will come on. You can tell I'm excited. And if we go up, we have a package manager, which we can use to install more packages. And we have like the App Home PS3 as well game. That's fine, we don't need to worry about that. But we got a package manager, which we can use to install packages. And obviously in the browser, we still got those bookmarks for easy access as well in the jailbreak user. So if I go to system settings, scroll down, go over to system information, and it still says 4.87. That's not a problem at all. So what I would also recommend that automatic updates is turned off, and the display what's new is also turned off as well. But apart from that, you're done. You have now successfully jailbroken, hacked, modded, whatever you want to call it, your PS3. And in subsequent videos, I will show you how to install stuff like packages, games, how to rip games, how to install multi-manager, which is a fantastic little tool that allows you to do a lot of that stuff and manage your games as well. I'll show you how to do emulators on here and do a lot of stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.